For review number 2, part 2, number 1 says find the solution to the system. And so what I would like to do is I would like to take the points here, label them x and y, and plug them into the equations to see which one of the points work in both equations. So first I'm going to go ahead and label this x and y. Plugging into 3, I've got 3 times negative 2 minus 0 equals 2. Well, 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Negative 6 minus 0 does not equal 2. So I know that A is not my solution. Now I need to go ahead and try negative 2 and negative 8 and see if it works into the equations. So for the first equation, 3 times negative 2 minus, from here, a negative 8 equals 2. So it becomes plus 8. And that is negative 6 plus 8 equals 2. Well, 8 minus 6, or negative 6 plus 8, means that you're subtracting, and that is a positive 2. So that works. Now I need to try this in the second equation to see if it works. So negative 7 times x, x is negative 2, plus y, but y is negative 8, equals 6. So we have a negative times a negative is a positive 14, plus minus, that means it's going to be minus 8, and 14 minus 8 is 6. So it works out, 6 equals 6. So that means that B is my solution. Number 2 is wanting to know what is the solution of this linear system. So where do the 2 points meet? And that would be 1, 3. In number 3, it says solve the linear system. So I want to go ahead and plug in points again. So I've got my x and my y. I'm going to plug them in here, x and y. So 2 plus 4. Well, that does equal 6. So 4 plus 2 is 6. True. Then I plug the 2 and the 4 into y and x again. So y is 4. X is 2, and we have 4 times 2 is 8, minus 4 is 4. So that's true, so that means it's A. Okay, for number 4, we're going to use Post-it note to help us out here, because we don't have a whole lot of space for this problem. Okay, so we'll put this here for now. So we'll start with the dashed line. Again, it doesn't matter what line you start with. You just pick a line and go with it. So I'm going to go with this first line that's dashed here. I know I have to have y. If it is if it is dashed, it's either going to be less or greater. No line would be underneath here. Now, the darker shaded area is below my line. So if I look here, from the dashed line, they're shaded down. Down is less than. Then if you look at the line where it crosses the y-axis, that would be right there at 0. And then you want to look for another nice point. So here's another good point. So I'm asking from here to here, what's my slope? So I go up 1, 2, 3, 4. Go over 2, so 4 over 2 is just 2x. And we started at 0. So now if I look over here at possible choices, I see that this matches what I just found. This says plus 1. 1 is right there. And we can see the line does not go through 1. So we know it's not A. Okay. The second line is solid, so it would be less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. And we find that shaded, that darker shaded area. Okay. From that solid line, it's going down. So if it's going down, that's less than or equal to. Secondly, let's see where it crosses on the y-axis. So here's the y-axis at -7. Now if I use that dot right there, from here to here, what's my slope? So I go down 1, 2, 3, over 2. That can't reduce. And then we said we started at -7. So we match that up. And we see that that matches up perfectly. It was right here. It looks like it's the same on this one too, but we knew that was wrong, so it couldn't be A. It has to be B. Okay, and then the last one for this page that we're going to do is on number 5. Oh, I wrote B in the wrong spot. So B is my answer for that one up there. Okay, for number 5, it says state which graph is one solution, no solution, and many solutions. So this one here is parallel lines, the lines are not touching. That is a no solution. In part B, they meet at one point, so that's one solution. And for C, there's actually two lines right here on top of each other, which means that is many solutions because every point touches.